Jacoby Rowland. And for the Red Devils, it'll be number 5, Landon Phillips, along with number 55, Isaac.
Good boy, Carl.
And tonight's honorary football captain is Ja'Kai McDaniel. Ja'Kai is the son of Johnny McDaniel and Monica Parks. He is a 5th grade student at Atkins Middle School. His teacher, Mrs. Long, nominated him based on his attitude towards school, leadership, and his Red Devil pride. Ja'Kai's favorite thing about school are learning math and playing football with his friends. And tonight's honorary cheer captain is Briley Payne. Briley is the daughter of Eric and Dana Payne. She is a 5th grade student at Atkins Middle School. Her teacher, Mrs. Long, nominated her based on her attitude towards school, leadership, and her Red Devil pride. Riley's favorite things about school are science, English, social studies, and getting to see her friends.
All right, Red Devil fans, we are here at Lemley Field tonight. Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. We have the conference action here tonight between our Atkins Red Devils and the Newport Greyhounds. I am Shane Martin, the man that calls all your Red Devil action. I'm joined here with my broadcast partner, Scott. And Scott Warren. I'm just Scott. Everybody knows you now.
First name basis.
It's always good to be back home, but boy, when we say that tonight, look who we have rolling in here.
Yeah, it's a tall task tonight with Newport coming to town, and Newport is a solid football team. They're sporting a 4-2 record on the year, 2-0 in the conference. Got a big win last week over Salem, so that was a big contest for them. This Newport team is a team that's loaded with seniors. They have 22, 23 seniors on their roster, and of course that's more. Just the seniors represent more than the Red Devils have on their entire roster. So it's a deep team, a lot of experience, and they've got some talent we're going to see tonight on the field.
Scott, last week, recapping what the Red Devils went through, we were down in Perryville. We fell 42-14 down there. But I know as we were calling the game and stuff, we saw things in that second half, stuff that is only going to help us as we go ahead, help these young football players. You know, we saw 2 scoring drives in the second half. We saw some great plays by our quarterback. Landon Phillips made some great plays. We saw a lot of effort in that second half down there.
Yeah, it's like we said during the broadcast, I think during the halftime show, you know, we were trailing 42-0 at halftime, and we said probably with a running clock not going to be able to make up a deficit like that. But what you do want to see is you want to see a good effort in the second half. You want to see some scoring drives, and that's exactly what the Red Devils were able to do. Come out in the second half, score 2 touchdowns on 2 really good drives and limit the Perryville offense to no touchdowns. Right. So won the second half 14-0, and that's something you can use to build on when you come into this week and in the weeks to come.
We have Newport here tonight. Newport, we, as you hit on, 4-2, 2-0 in the conference, and they took care of business last week with Salem to keep their driver's seat up there at the top, and they're going to have a showdown here in the coming weeks with Melbourne, and so it's the task here tonight. It's tall and stuff. And you just want your kids to go out here tonight as Red Devils and just compete hard and give it all they got. And you never know. You never know how the ball's going to bounce. It might bounce your way tonight.
Yeah, on any given night, any team could step up and beat any other team. And so on paper, you look at it and you think, well, the Red Devils are severely outmatched tonight, and they are in terms of numbers and probably in terms of height and weight across the board and experience and all of those things. But there's a little thing that we refer to around here as RDP, Red Devil Pride. And if you play with that tonight and the ball bounces your way, like you said, who knows what could happen.
That's right. All right, Red Devil fans, Newport is teeing it up. That's Andre Rodriguez is teeing it up deep for the Red Devils. It's going to be Hayden Duval and Drake Reinhardt. So we are ready for action here tonight at Lemley Field. Newport and your Red Devils, and here's the kick. And Duval's going to pick it up on the 25, and Duval's going to get close to the 35. So nice little 10-yard return right there, and you're 1st and 10 on the 35.
We'll mark it at the 34. We'll start 1st and 10.
Yeah, not bad field position to start this drive, and the Red Devils do have the ball first. We'll see what we can do on offense, and hopefully building off of what we talked about last week, that 2-touchdown effort in the second half against Perryville. The Red Devil offense just needs to keep it rolling in the first half here tonight.
So it's going to be your sophomore quarterback, Jaden Martin, who we have seen slowly this year. He is just progressing, and he's doing, more and better things each week, and just want to see that keep going. And there's a handoff to Duval, and Duval is going to push ahead for 2 or 3 right there.
Yeah, good gain on first down. Always good to have a positive play on first down. That way you don't get behind the chains right off the bat.
B.J. Elston on the stop.
Scott, I imagine tonight you just want to keep, Coach Porter wants to keep the ball away from Newport. We're going to see a very slow, run the 25-second clock down, very methodical offense.
Yeah, you would think that's going to be the game plan for the Red Devil offense, and hopefully just what we just saw, 2 or 3 yards a clip, maybe mix in some longer gains and just keep the ball moving.
Here's the snap. Martin hands off Duval. Duval's trying to get over the left side and probably just going to get back to the line of scrimmage right there. And we've had him circled on the Newport roster, and that's that big 75. That's Abel Robinson.
Abel Robinson is a big playmaker on that Newport defensive line. He's a big kid. He comes in right around 290 pounds, and he makes his presence felt play after play, and he was in on that tackle.
Jaden Martin checking the sideline right now for the play. He's got Hayden Duval in the backfield with him. Phillips, along with Lucas Sims, split out. Oh, we're going to have a jump by their defense. That ought to be a... Yes, sir. We're going to get 5 free ones right there.
That was number 13, Dylan Braxton, who was a little over anxious to get into the backfield.
Scott, that's one thing that I've noticed with all the Red Devil football programs this year, 7th, junior high, and senior high. Great cadence program.
Yeah. Using the snap count to your advantage. And when you're limited in terms of your roster, in terms of numbers, and you struggle to move the ball, that's a way that you can get 5 yards once in a while. And so we'll take it.
Martin shotgun. He has Duval in the backfield with him, man. He tried again, but they didn't fall. Martin. And, he had the screen set up there. He just shot it over Duval's head a little high right there. But, boy, Duval had 3 blockers right there.
Yeah, he did. He had Connor Norman, and he had J.J. Cunningham, and looked like Colin Brown out there set up to lead the way. Jaden just sailed it a little bit over Hayden's head.
So we're at 4th and 2. Oh, they let him get back. And now we're going to punt. And Coach Porter looked at the side judge here like he did go.
He definitely crossed the plane.
No. Punt, snap goes over. Snap goes over Jaden's head, and Coach Porter is just in the ear of the side judge over here.
Yeah, that should have been a 5-yard penalty. It's not like the NFL where you have to make contact with the offensive player. If you're in that neutral zone before the snap, that is an infraction. It should have been 5 yards. And that would have been a first down.
Right. Newport now, boy, they're set up on the Red Devil 23-yard line here. And this is DJ Marshall is their quarterback. Shotgun, and he hands off, and good job by the Red Devil D line right there.
C.J. Young, number 3 on the
Isaac Duval was in there early, got his hand on C.J. Young and slowed him down, and didn't see who came up to offer help on that. I believe it was Landon Seaton. But
of course, it landed. Landon's around the ball on every play.
But Isaac Sims was like Isaac Duval was like he was shot out of a cannon on the snap there.
So Marshall's in shotgun. He's dropping straight back, and he fires out there. Oh. One quick move, and Isaiah Kendall goes to the house.
Yeah, and that's probably something we're going to see a lot of tonight for Newport. Number 1, Isaiah Kendall is a big-time receiver. He's a 3-star, 4-star prospect for college. A lot of colleges have been in on him, and he's got several offers. He's committed to Deion Sanders, the NFL Hall of Famer, who's now the head coach at Jackson State University. So That's where he's going to be playing college ball next year. He is a good receiver.
So it's 6-0 with 9:28 left. And here's the 2-point conversion as Marshall's in shotgun formation. He dropping straight back, fires out into the right flat, and it is complete to Kylan Cricht.
Kylan Cricht on the receiving end.
So we are at 8-0 now. Newport over the Red Devils. 9:28 left here in the first.
And with 9:28 remaining here in the first quarter of play, it's visiting Greyhounds 8.
It's got. I mean, they just threw a quick out, and it was one
move,
shake and bake.
One move by Isaiah Kendall, and that was it. He's got good speed for somebody who's 6'5", 6'6", and if he gets that move on you, we don't have a lot of people who are probably going to be able to catch him. He's a really good runner and good in open space, and he just showed it there. He got by our defender,
but that boy, I mean, I know you cannot do what ifs and stuff out here, but the jump off sides.
That's a huge play. I mean, you put us in a 4th down situation rather than the first down we should have had there, and then you sail the punt or the snap over the punter's head and give them great field position, and they capitalize on it.
Rodriguez has it teed up for the Greyhounds. And here's his kick. Goes right down the middle of the field, and Duval's going to take it on about the 25. Duval's got a hold there. He bounces out to the right. Duval's getting across midfield into Greyhound territory, and that's our man, Hayden Duval. He has done this all year, had some great returns.
Yeah, and that sets us up in plus territory on the Newport side of the 50. So great field position for the Red Devils to start. Just got to take advantage of this.
If you're an opposing team playing the Red Devils, surely I wouldn't kick to Hayden Duval.
Well, we've seen teams try to kick away from him. We saw that last week with Perryville. They tried to angle it away from him, and at the last minute, Hayden and Drake Reinhardt switched positions, and Hayden still ended up taking the kick back 20 yards or so. So he's a threat back there every time he gets the ball, and so teams are going to probably start kicking away from him more and more.
Shotgun formation. Martin, quarterback keeper. Martin going, and he's going to get one. It's right in front of us, and it looks like he should get one there and make it 2nd and 9.
Number 50, Tyler Ridley, is another playmaker on that Newport defensive line. He's the one who made the stop there.
Gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9.
Got our starting offensive line for the Red Devils is Carter Cheek, Connor Norman, along with Landon Seaton, J.J. Cunningham, and Colin Brown. And they've got their work cut out tonight.
They do have a tough job in front of them, literally.
Yes.
But if they can create just a little bit of space, I think our running backs can have a chance.
Martin takes the snap, fakes it, rolling out, got the little dump off there, nice little play, and Duval's going to have a first down and more, and gets knocked out of bounds at the 30. So nice play call there by head coach Matt Porter.
Yeah, great call, great execution. That was something that the Newport defense was showing that they were going to sell out and come on a rush there. And so a little bootleg by Jaden, and he made a nice little drop-off pass to Hayden Duval, and Hayden did the rest.
And Scott, we talked about that. Early confidence right there for your young quarterback, completing something early.
Yeah, and I think that's critical because he did miss just a little bit high on the screen attempt earlier, and so to get that one, now hopefully he's got his confidence back and he can settle in and make a few more completions.
Here's Duval with the handoff, and Duval will be pushing it to give it a yard. We'll have to see where they spot it. But once again, there's Abel Robinson on the play, and along with, we'll give Tyler Ridley a hand in that one.
Yeah, 75 and 50.
There's some big boys.
We're going to be calling their names a lot tonight.
Dylan Braxton was the first man there.
There's some big boys right there.
No gain on play, be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils.
But if we're staying with the same, if you look at the clock here, we're 7.5 here, and it's a very slow process. And I know Coach Porter just wants to chew as much as he can up. Martin dropping straight back. He's looking, and he dumps it off, and Duval makes one man miss. Duval is going to get past the 20 before he's knocked out of bounds, so there's another first down for the Red Devils.
Takes the ball all the way down to the...
And Hayden made a couple of nice moves there to elude some would-be Newport tacklers. Was contacted right about the line of scrimmage and able to slip out of a tackle there, sidestep another one, and pick up about 12 yards. So you get the first down there. Good job by Hayden Duval.
So the little, as we refer to, the little dink and dunk passing is paying off for the Red Devils right now. So now Landon Phillips is in the backfield. Martin takes a snap, handoff Phillips. Phillips going up the middle. Phillips is trying to push the pile.
Number 5, Landon
And
Phillips
probably
on
going
the
to get a
carry
couple
for the
right
Red
here.
Devils.
Positive yards.
Yeah.
Staying in that mode.
75, Abel Robinson on the stop.
And once again, there's Robinson on the stop. Man, he's a big boy.
He is, and he can move.
Yeah. As we're getting close to the 7-minute mark here in the first, Red Devils trail 8-0. Here's Martin on the quarterback keeper. And Martin, side judge is going to give him, no, it's not going to give him anything positive there, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Along with number 22, Karan Spearman.
So it will be 3rd and about 7, 8 in that area right there. On the Greyhound 14-yard line. What's this?
That's a little movement by the
Oh.
Red Devils. Looked like Hayden Duval maybe went a little early.
And we're going to have procedure against the Red Devils. Not what we need right here.
To bring up 3rd down.
Such a positive drive right here, Scott.
It is
You
a
just
good drive.
you would just love to see points come out right here.
Yeah, great drive, and like you said, just hate to get it this far and not be able to cash in. Makes it a little more difficult. You go from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12 after the 5-yard penalty, but
I would think, and I'm sure, I know we're not going, but we're in 4-down territory.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt about it. So I was just going to say, you don't have to get all 12 in
Get
one
some.
play.
Get some.
You want to get a good chunk of it.
Here's the snap, Martin, and here's that. Oh, good setup right now. Sims is cutting back, and he's going to get inside the 15, maybe the 14 right there.
Number 80, Lucas Sims on the receiving end. He is brought down by number 20, Noah Curtis.
And I almost thought he was at the 14. They're going to mark him at the
Gonna bring up
15.
4th
Well,
and 8 for the Red
it's going to be
Devils.
4th and 8.
So you get the 5 basically back from the penalty before. So it does make it a little more manageable in 4th down. But like you said, it's 4-down territory here at the 15-yard line.
So here we go, 4th and 8. Martin, shotgun formation. Duval's in the backfield with him. He's trying to hard count. Now he's getting a new play from Coach Porter. Now Coach Porter's going to take a timeout. So with 4:52 left here in the first quarter, it is 8-0 Newport over the Red Devils. We'll take a 30-second break here on 99.3 The Eagle.
Restroom. You've lost your
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium, 4:52 left in the first quarter. Newport leads the Red Devils 8-0, but the Red Devils have 4th and 8 on the Greyhound 15-yard line. And I mean, I hate saying here in the first quarter, you usually don't say such a big play. It's a big play.
It is a big play, and we were talking during the break. It would do wonders for the confidence of this Red Devil squad to be able to even convert a first down here. You can get a first down without scoring a touchdown.
Here's Martin, pump fakes, fires into the end zone. Oh my word!
And that's Isaiah Kendall, their their great wide receiver, who also just showed that he is a really good defensive back, because he went up with one hand and picked off that Jaden Martin
That's
pass.
that was the oh my word call right there. That was a one-handed, one-arm interception right there. And you know, if that height and that advantage is not guarding Phillips,
Yep.
you may have 6
Yeah,
right there.
because it was a perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah.
It was really anybody else who's playing defense on Landon Phillips on that play, they don't make that play. Or Jackson Phillips, I'm sorry, he was the one who was the intended
Jackson.
receiver. But you got Isaiah Kendall over there. That's a catch he's going to make.
Here's Marshall, hands off to Young. C.J. Young going around the right side. Young, and boy, what a burst of speed as Young finally gets thrown out of bounds at midfield by Jackson Phillips. But boys, C.J. Young about to 40 hit the afterburners, but Phillips had his hand on him.
Yeah, this team is loaded with speed, and C.J. Young is a threat every time he touches the ball. He's about 5'9", low center gravity. He doesn't need much of a crease at all, but if he finds one, like you said, he's got another gear that he kicks into, and he did it there.
So that was a 32-yard run right there. So they are in Red Devil territory on the 48. And here's Marshall with the fake. Marshall now going around the right side, and Marshall's going to be forced out of bounds right there. And that is Dawson Killer that came up with, and there's our man again, Landon Seaton, always around that football.
Yeah.
And Sims also was over there. So it's going to be 2nd and 3 on the Red Devil 41-yard line.
For the Greyhounds.
You know it just any minute. They're going to try to go right here to Kendall. And here we go. Goes through Kendall's hands as Marshall fired a rocket, and it was just a little hard right there, and went through his hands. Red Devils get a break, 33.
Yeah, pass just a little too tall for a 6'6" wide receiver.
That's funny to say that,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Little too tall.
too tall.
Lost all hope in him, huh?
So now we're at 3rd and 3 on the Red Devil 41. Marshall hands off to Young. Young going up the middle, got the first down, gets across the Red Devil 35 to the 34. As let me get the bottom of the pile. That's Hayden Duval coming off the bottom of the pile.
Hayden Duval and Sebastian Bartlett also in on that tackle,
Austin McCurry.
but not until the Newport Greyhounds pick up a first down.
The 1st and 10.
1st and 10 on the Red Devil 34. Marshall, shotgun formation, dropping straight back this time. Marshall going to fire down that right sideline. He's got a man, and it is touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that's the other receiver, number 2, Kylan Cricht.
So 34-yard strike for the Greyhounds. A 34-yard strike makes it 14-0, and here's the 2-point conversion by the Greyhounds. Here's the handoff to Young. Young will go in for the 2-point conversion. That makes our score 16-0. And with that, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Newport gets on the board again here in the first quarter. They now lead 16-0 on a 34-yard pass play from quarterback DJ Marshall to
number 23.
number 2, Kylan Cricht. 2-point conversion is good. Rodriguez has it teed up for the Greyhounds, and his kick goes to the right this time, and Dawson Killer's going to take it at the 30, and Killer's going to be chopped down about the 33-yard line. So Red Devils stay in good field position again.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be critical for the Red Devil offense tonight is to start in good field position. We've started all 3 drives so far have been relatively good field position. I think this is maybe the worst field position we've had so far to start a drive, but been moving the ball pretty well. Just weren't able to cash in and score on that last drive. We'll see if we can put some points on the board this time.
Jaden Martin, shotgun formation. Duval's in the backfield with him. It's going to be a handoff to Duval going around the right side. Duval's got a little bit of room trying to get to the corner and was cut down by Isaiah Kendall, and not going to get anything positive right there, and they'll stay 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, bring up 2nd and 10.
Kendall, I mean, what can he not do?
Well, sometimes he doesn't run routes.
Okay.
If he knows the ball is going to the other side, he will not run a route. Got a lot of talent, just doesn't always put in a great effort.
So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Martin, shotgun. Duval to his right, and it's going to be a fake. Martin keeps it this time, and loose football, and it is picked up by the Greyhounds, and Duval will take him down. And that is, I'm trying to get his number right there if he'll turn around. Number 9.
Tino Phillips.
Tino Phillips.
Recovery for the Greyhounds, and they'll take over 1st and 10 of the Red Devil.
So 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds on the Red Devil 26. And boy, that's something right there you cannot do in a game like this. Cannot give them extra possessions.
Yeah, and this is the 2nd time that we've done that. With the snap earlier that sailed over Jaden Martin's head, and then the fumble this time, obviously, give them a short field, and they know exactly what to do with it.
Marshall got a man coming in motion, sets up now. And Marshall's going to be a pitch out to Young. Young's got room over there on the right side. Young's going to be run down by Landon Seaton. Close to the first down, but we've got a flag coming in from the back judge.
Young, and there's a flag at about the 15.
That's in the area you would normally think of as being maybe a holding call, but we'll see what the officials say. They are talking to the Red Devils, so
obviously this one's going to be against the Greyhounds.
Carter Cheek is going to be the one making the decision there as the captain for the Red Devils.
So back them
Push in the back by the Greyhounds.
Blocking the back was our call. So it'll be 1st and we're going to say 12. 1st and 12 now for the Greyhounds on the Red Devil 28-yard line.
12 for the Greyhounds.
Marshall shotgun formation. Kendall is split out to the right, and it's going to be a quick out to Kendall, and goes off his thrown behind him there.
Marshall's pass.
Got one hand on it, but couldn't reel it in. And that shocks me after watching that interception in the corner.
He didn't have any problem with one hand on that interception earlier.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 12 now for the Greyhounds at the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Marshall shotgun formation. Kendall is split out wide to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Young. Young looking, going up the middle, and the Red Devil defensive line took them all to push them down. But Young gets a big chunk of it right there as Landon Seaton getting off the bottom there, along with Colin Brown.
Isaac Duval was one of the first to get there.
We have an official's timeout.
It's like Lucas Sims a little shaken up.
Yeah, Sims is over there on that.
And he's going to have to come off because they called
he's
official's timeout for him.
So Sims comes out, and Jaden Martin will come in. So now we've got another whistle.
Coach Matt Porter was not happy about something, and he brought it up to the official on the near side, who went out there to the referee, the white hat, to relay the message, and now they're talking back and forth.
So it is 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 3 for the Greyhounds. Inside the Red Devil 20 on about the 19. Marshall is in shotgun formation. Here's the fake to Young. Now Marshall, Landon Seaton. What a play by Landon Seaton right there, as he does the belly to back suplex right there.
DJ Marshall, and then we'll bring up
Great job by Landon Seaton to get into the Newport backfield, and it was a fake there, and the quarterback, DJ Marshall, was going to keep that, and as soon as he pulled the ball out of the belly of the running back, Landon Seaton was there to bring him down. So a great play by Seaton.
They haven't run a single play to their left.
So, Scott, we got 4th and 6 right here. Very interesting.
Big play for the Red Devil defense.
It is. Here's the snap. Marshall dropping straight back. You know who they're going to. And we've got touchdown Greyhounds.
Touchdown Greyhounds. Marshall to Kendall.
And that's a 27-yard strike, I do believe.
27, yeah, on 4th and 6.
1:39 left here in the first quarter.
They only got 6 in their band.
So here's the 2-point conversion by the Greyhounds. And it's going to be a handoff. Young. Young cuts it up the middle and hits the 2-point conversion. It is now 24-0. And with that, we will take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3.
And 50 miles.
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. 1:39 left here in the first quarter, and Newport has struck again here in the first. It is 24-0 on a 27-yard pass play from quarterback DJ Marshall to Isaiah Kendall. That's his 2nd touchdown here in the first quarter.
Heirloom Legal, Joe Duval, PA, CPA.
And here's the kick.
Ralston Family Farm, Russell
And
Aquatic Center.
I don't know if that was an onside kick or did he miss kick it or.
I think it was an onside attempt. It didn't travel 10 yards.
There's a flag on the play.
But it was the way the kicker struck it. It was really weird.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that they're purposely onside kicking up 24-0. I mean, I don't want to believe that. But
Congratulations.
It looked like that to me. It looked like it was an intentional onside kick. I would hate to think that you miss kick one that badly.
2nd grade, Jason Lofton. The 3rd grade, Audrey Curtis. And the 4th grade,
so the Red Devils,
Johnson.
you know, here we go. Good field position. They're on the Greyhound 48-yard line.
Atkins Elementary School, who raised an impressive $985, was Rylan Horn.
So now what's our discussion?
In addition to the top runners,
Well, the
we
ball
had
was
9
touched
others
here
who
at the
hit
48,
superstar level.
and it hadn't traveled 10 yards. So
$250. They are Bentley Kazaza,
I'm thinking there should be some penalty yardage
Adeline
added
Duval,
there. And I think that may be what Coach Porter is asking about.
Gracie Norris, Oliver Schaff, Madeline Small, Liam Smith, and Brox Wheaton. We'd like to give a special thank you to Lee
Coach
Martin
Porter
all
and
of
our
her
official
hard work. So there you have it.
Mike Onyet have got it figured out.
PTO fund run where they raised
They're going to leave it at the 48.
$1,000.
Well,
Anyways, playing one. Here.
Jaden Martin, shotgun formation. Duval's in the backfield with him. And Duval takes the handoff, and he is trying, and he's...
Hayden Duval on the
Wow.
carry for the Red Devils.
I see one Red Devil lineman there, and that is Colin Brown. There's like
22.
5 Greyhounds. He's trying to. Which one do I block?
Leading the charge.
Yeah, they were swarming to the ball that time, and Hayden lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's going to bring it 2nd and 10 as we are getting close to the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. Red Devils trailing 24-0 to the Newport Greyhounds. Martin takes the snap, dropping straight back. He fires over to the left side. It's complete to Reinhardt. And Reinhardt's going to pick up, I'm going to say about 5 right there, Scott.
Yeah, they might give him an extra there at the end.
They
Maybe
do.
a 6-yard pickup.
Yep, be 3rd and 4.
Spearman again coming up to make the
That's a
stop.
good catch by Reinhardt right there. It was in traffic, made the catch.
Yeah, great catch. And I thought Colin Cright for the Newport Greyhounds, who's lined up over there opposite Drake Reinhardt, I thought he jumped, maybe trying to guess the snap count, and I think he was afraid that he was offsides. He kind of stood up, and Drake was able to take advantage of that and had a little comeback route on the screen there and picked up about 6 yards.
Martin shotgun formation and takes a snap, hands off, and Duval is, depends on where this is going to be placed. He's so close to the first down right there.
I think based on the spot that this official on our side
They're going
to give it to him.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. That's a 1st and 10 right there.
Number 44, who we
He needed the 38, and he got the 38.
named for. First man there for the
So that's going to bring it into the first quarter here in Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Red Devils trail 24-0. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. We get ready to start second quarter play. Red Devils trail 24-0 to the Newport Greyhounds. And Scott, this is the first regular season matchup between these two schools, as Newport has made 2 trips here to Atkins, both in the playoffs. In 2003, Red Devils won a thriller, 16-13. Then 2016, Newport got a little revenge that night in the quarterfinals and beat the Red Devils 35-19.
And this is, as you said, the first regular season matchup, but it won't be the last.
No.
We'll face them again next year, and we'll get to go to their place to do that.
So as we start second quarter action here, Red Devils have 1st and 10 on the Greyhound. We're going to say about the 38. Martin takes a snap, hand off Duval. Duval's got a little bit of hole over the right side. Nice yardage there by Duval as he gets close to the 30-yard line. So, hey, Duval is finding some little running rooms here.
Yeah, good pickup there by Hayden, and he just sort of was patient and just picked his way along and found a spot and was able to move forward and get 8 yards on the first down play.
So 2nd and 2 now, and the Red Devils are on the 31 of the Greyhounds. Red Devils really still sticking with that, taking their time, letting the 24-second clock run.
And you know, Shane, that goes against Coach Porter's nature.
Oh,
he wants to go
yeah.
fast. I mean, that's the way he likes to coach.
Martin takes a snap, hands off Duval. Duval trying to get up the middle, but boy, there comes a wall of Greyhounds. He is down. Ball is loose, but they have marked him down.
Yeah, they blew it dead forward progress right about the line of scrimmage before the ball came out.
I mean, that ball come flying out like 15 yards backwards, but it will be 3rd and 3. No gain on that one.
bring up 3rd and 3.
So you got 2 plays for 3 yards right here.
I would assume so. I mean, we're sitting on the 31-yard line, and
Yeah.
offenses move the ball well, so you like the chances here with 2 plays to pick up 3 yards.
You cannot throw. I'm looking for Kendall. Now he's going to play free safety now.
Yeah.
And Martin's going to take this one and go. He's going to plow ahead, and he's probably he's going to be a yard short, but it gives you a shot right here.
Yeah, it should be fourth and less than 1. So a very makeable fourth down here.
Martin Boyd took the snap, and I mean straight at it.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. That was a run all the way.
So big down right here, big down. Keep this drive going. 4th and 1 on the Greyhound 29-yard line. Martin, shotgun. Duval's in the backfield with him, and he's tried to hard count. And now Coach Porter's going to talk about it. 4th and 1, 9:29 left here in the first half. Red Devils trail 24-0. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. The All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Red Devils trail 24-0 here in the second quarter. 9:29 left, and Red Devils have 4th and 1 on the Greyhound, and about the 29-yard line. So big down, big play right here. Get the first down, and you're going to keep their offense off the field and for at least a couple of more minutes.
Yeah, and you definitely want to do that. This Newport offense is high octane. They can score in a hurry.
We've seen that. It feels like, you know, they can just go to Kendall anytime they want.
Kendall or Crichton. I mean,
Right.
you pick your poison. They've got number 1 or number 2. You throw it to either one of them, and chances are they're going to come down with it, and they're going to do some damage after the catch.
Scott, I've got a feeling this is going to be Jaden Martin's call all the way right here.
He's the only one in the backfield, so.
And here we go. Martin, and
Great push by the Newport
he didn't get it.
front, and he did not get it.
Boy, it looked like he hit a brick wall right there.
Abel Robinson coming up with a stop there.
Abel Robinson denies the Red Devils the first down. The ball
Wow.
go on down.
I mean, it looked like he ran right into a brick wall. And not Martin ran hard. I mean, he hit it hard.
Yeah, he put his head down and charged forward, but there was just nowhere for him to run.
So it's now 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds on their own 30-yard line. Kendall is split out. Nobody's on Kendall over there. Now Eli Baker goes over. Marshall fires across the middle, and it goes off. And that is
pass was intended for number
K-Ron.
Number 22, Karan
I'm sorry. Spearman.
Spearman came right off his shoulder pads. And
Well, and I don't think Landon Seaton couldn't react fast enough, but it came right to him.
yeah, but he had his back turned.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost hit him in the back. That was a rifle shot from Marshall.
So it's 2nd and 10, and it's going to be Young. Here he goes. Young's looking for a little bit of hole, and Young just squirts out of there. And Scott, he's gone.
Yeah.
C.J. Young is gone 70 yards. He looked like he was bottled up at the 35 right there, and he just busted straight out.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier. He's a really quick back, and he's hard to bring down with that low center of gravity. So if you really have to make sure that you wrap up and bring him to the ground, because if he gets just a little bit of room, he can break it like he just did for 70 yards and a touchdown.
He don't run anywhere.
So it is now 30-0. 2-point conversion coming up for the Greyhounds. Marshall. And he hands off to Devarius Davis, and Davis is going to go right in for the 2-point conversion, and it is now 32-0. Greyhounds over the Red Devils. With that, we'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Greyhounds get on the board again. 70-yard run by C.J. Young as he was bottled up after 5 yards. Thought he was going to come down, but boy, there he went. Turned on the afterburners, and he was gone.
Drake Reinhardt along with Hayden Duval will drop deep for the Red
So
Devils.
Scott Rodriguez has got it teed up again here in the first half. 9:09 left. And it's kicked, and they're going to kick it over to Duval's side. Duval's going to fall on this one. He did not. He was going to do his catch and run and didn't hold on to it this time, but Red Devils recovered. We'll have 1st and 10 on about the 26.
Red Devils will start 1st and 10 thrown.
He likes that,
25.
catching it and being in full blast mode.
Yeah, catching it in full stride, and that's worked well for him. Just didn't secure the catch that time before he took off. Fortunately, able to go back and fall on the ball, and Red Devils retained possession.
1st and 10 Red Devils, and you're on the 26, and this is our worst field position of the starting field position of the first half. Martin shotgun formation. Takes the snap. It's going to be the quarterback keeper right there, and he's looking for a hole, and
Jaden Martin on the quarterback keeper.
he'll be lucky to get one. They're not going to give him anything right here. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard.
Number 44 making the stop for the Greyhounds. We apologize to Greyhound fans. The roster we have does not have a name for number 44.
So it will be 2nd and 10 now on the Red Devil 26-yard line, 8:30 left. Martin takes the snap, looking, dropping straight back. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to tuck and run right here, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, gain of maybe a yard or two right there, and that was Tavarius Davis that pushed him out of bounds. But he had time there for.
Had a lot of time, just no open receivers. Good coverage by the back end of the Newport defense, and Jaden had to scramble. And I thought he stretched the ball out there before he went out of bounds and maybe picked up one, but they marked him back at the original line of scrimmage. So.
I did too. I saw him.
Number 15, tight end. Is anybody covering him?
So it will be 3rd and 10 now on the 26.
One over the top. Okay.
Martin takes the snap, dropping straight back. Still got time. Now he dumps it off, and it is incomplete as he was trying to hit the little screen over there to the right side to Duval. But Duval had, they were on top of him.
Yeah, if Hayden had come up with the catch, there was really nowhere for him to run. That was number 22. That is Karan Lewis, who was on coverage for the Greyhounds there.
So it will bring up 4th and 10, and this is our 2nd attempt to punt. And here it goes again. And Martin falls on it back at the 4-yard line as the snap went over Jaden's head. The second time we tried to punt, and the second time it's gone flying over the head.
We do have a flag over here on the near side, playing at about the 25-yard line.
Offside against them.
It's a long discussion, didn't be a thing outside.
Well, I'm sitting here looking for the.
Personal foul is what he signaled against Newport.
So Red Devils,
10-yard penalty?
15-yard penalty.
For what?
Personal foul. That's what he called it.
So he has signaled personal foul against the Greyhounds.
A personal foul against the Greyhounds has been assessed, and the Red Devils will have 1st and 10 at their own 41.
Wow, what a break.
First half.
I would really like to know what did they do?
I don't know. It came from the near side official over here, and he threw it right at the snap. So I'm not sure what he saw, but it works out for the Red Devils, and the Newport coaches are not happy about it at all.
Greyhounds.
So the Greyhounds are going to take a timeout. With that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle, back in 30.
Kickoff time for the 7th grade game is 5:30, followed by the junior high at 7 p.m. Again, that's the 13th of October. Right
All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. It is 8:01 left here in the first half. It is 32-0 Newport. But the Red Devils got a break on a personal foul call on a 4th down, so they have 1st and 10 on their own 41 here. So Martin, shotgun formation, and he fires out, and it is, oh, boy.
Martin's pass.
Wow, Jackson Phillips, I thought he was going to get there to it. It goes incomplete, but boy, Jackson was doing everything he could to get there.
Yeah, it just went right off his hands, and he, wouldn't have probably not been enough for the first down. He would have caught it about 8 yards, and then he had a couple of guys right on him, but just not able to pull it in. Would have been a good gain on a first down.
So it will be 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff to Duval. Duval's not going to make it. Well, maybe they may give him back to the line. No, they're going to give him a yard loss right there, as that was
44, Jaden Godare.
Oh, it is Jaden Godare.
Greyhounds, and one last time we want to apologize to the Greyhound fans that we don't have a name for that jersey number. We sure would like to get it if we could.
So it will be 3rd and 10 now for the Red Devils.
Y'all got a number 44 over there?
They didn't have 44 either.
44 is Jaden Godare.
Here's the screen now, and it's incomplete as they were trying to hit Hayden Duval coming across, and it will bring up 4th and 10 now for the Red Devils.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 57.
Number 13, Dylan Braxton, made a great play there to break that pass up. He read that one all the way.
So it will be 4th and 10.
It'll be 4th down and 10 for the Red Devils.
And here's the kick, and it will go out of bounds on about the
Martin's punt travels all the way down to the.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds on their own 40-yard line.
With 6:44 remaining here in the first half, and the Red Devils trail 32-0.
So 6:44 left here in the first half.
57 is 44. Y'all know that?
32-0 Greyhounds over your Atkins Red Devils.
So Newport with good starting field position here for this drive. They're on 40.
Marshall takes the snap, fires it out, and it was almost intercepted by Sims there as it went over Malik Robinson's head, and Sims dove for it but couldn't pull it in.
Braxton's pass almost intercepted by number 80, Lucas Sims. And they'll bring up 2nd.
That's another one of those passes that was just too hot for the Newport receiver to bring down, and that almost worked in the Red Devils' favor as Lucas Sims was right there, just not able to lay out enough to come up with the interception.
Here's the to Crichton. This is the end around, and boy, he's gone. Scott, he is gone to the house. Kylan Crichton, and that is 60 yards.
Touchdown, Greyhounds. Number 2.
6:29 left here in the first half. He goes 60 yards on the end around.
He said run the clock.
No, that's the referee. You don't run it. That's the referee.
And the extra point attempt is no good. And that's our score now, 38-0 Greyhounds.
Making the stop. And with 6:29 remaining here in the first half, it's the visiting Greyhounds 38, the Red Devils 0.
We said in the opening, Shane, that this Newport offense was loaded with weapons, and we've seen that tonight. It's they've got speed across the board, and usually it's 1, 2, or 3 doing the damage. It's Kendall, it's Crichton, it's Young, and all 3 of them can break one at any moment.
Scott, we're at halftime. I've got interviews, so 2 interviews at halftime. We're going to talk to Coach Luke McAnulty, and then we're also going to talk to volleyball coach Tracy Brown at halftime. So we're going to have
Andre Rodriguez
double interviews at the half.
Something to look forward to.
Luke's going to preview basketball season coming up, and Tracy is hitting the home stretch of volleyball season as they are getting ready for district and state. So Rodriguez has it teed up. 6:29 left here in the first half, and it's a little short kick, and Eli Baker's going to fall on it. Didn't know if he wanted to for a second, but he said, better dive.
Good thing he did.
So it's 1st and 10 now for the Red Devils.
With 6:29 remaining here in the first half. Without announcing, we're going to start the mercy rule clock first half, so I guess right.
So 38-0, Red Devils trail, and they have 1st and 10 now on the 37-yard line. They're on 37. Martin, shotgun formation, takes a snap, drops straight back, and now he's rolling to his left. And he gets rid of it. Oh! He did his best right there, and he tried to dump it off to Hayden Duval, just a little bit high right there.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. He was under quite a bit of pressure. He was running for his life toward this home side and just not able to set his feet and make a good throw there. He just sailed it just a little over the head of the receiver.
So it will be 2nd and 10, 5:25 left here in the first half. Martin, shotgun. He has Phillips and Reinhardt split out, and it's going to be a handoff, and that's Duval trying to go over the left side, and maybe a yard. And no. Yes. Going to get a yard right there. Going to make it 3rd and 9.
55, Jacoby Rowland at the bottom of the pile.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 now for the Red Devils. Under 5 left here in the first half. Scott, while I got a second, want to send out congratulations to Mickey Duval, voice of the Russellville Cyclones. He is getting inducted into the Cyclone Hall of Fame tonight.
Well deserved. Congratulations, Mickey.
Martin rolling out, and he's just going to throw this one down as he didn't have anybody, and it'll make it 4th and 9. You are correct, Scott. It is well deserved. Mickey's been the voice of the Cyclones for several years now, and does a great job. Does a great job covering Cyclone football and basketball, doing all sports.
Yeah,
up there
he does a great job.
And he's been a real big help to us just on tips and advice. And because Couldn't happen to a better man. And here's Martin's kick. And Kendall's going to take this fair catch at the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 now for the Greyhounds.
8-yard line with 3:37 remaining here in the first.
Cyclones are having homecoming tonight against the Van Buren Pointers, and he was getting inducted at halftime. So hope it's a great night for you, my friend. No, you can't hear us, but
Yeah. But a great honor for a great guy.
yeah.
We're happy for Mickey.
Part of the EAB family. We have a new quarterback in. No, it's still Marshall staying in. And that is Jalen Pollard on the carry. And he's going to have a first down as he gets to the Greyhound 48-yard line.
Jaden Martin there to make the tackle. And that is a new quarterback. That's Dylan Braxton, number 13.
Okay. I thought that was.
It's hard to tell the difference between 12 and 13
Yes.
on those jerseys, but that is Braxton who's in there now.
And Braxton's going to be quarterback keeper up the middle. Braxton's trying to bounce outside, and Braxton's going to be tripped up right there as Sims got his hands in there and tripped him up. Well, Braxton still might be running, but good effort there by Lucas Sims.
Braxton was able to get enough for the first down for Newport, set them up first and 10 at the 37.
And Scott, I just see right here Landon Seaton come off the field holding his arm, and you didn't want to see that. Here's Braxton handing off. That's Pollard. Pollard running with a head of steam right there, and he's going to have a first down, but we've got a flag from the side judge over there.
There are flags at about the 35-yard line.
And that's an incredible throw by the
It
side
was.
judge from the sideline
At the bottom
past
of
the
the
hash.
It
was.
Number 60.
Good height on it.
He's got good arm.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a hold on Newport.
He said to, that's all. He just forgot. He don't have no picture,
They said to check on the halftime minutes. Newport's not marching, so I'll ask on that how much time you have.
So we had a penalty against the Greyhounds. Back them up. Minute 38 left here in the first half. Red Devils trail 38-0.
They always forget.
Holding against the Greyhounds.
Braxton is your quarterback. Here comes a man in motion, and Braxton is going to keep it. Quarterback keeper around the left end. Braxton's going to get some of that penalty yardage back about to the Red Devil 35-yard line.
Sebastian Bartlett there to make the tackle.
To make the stop for the Red Devils on defense.
Braxton was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage before that penalty was marked off. Actually, a little past it, so it's going to set Newport up with a 2nd and 9.
As we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Braxton fires out to the right side, and it goes incomplete as that pass was intended for Ethan Norris.
Ethan Norris goes incomplete.
Boy, I mean, that thing just like wound up like a fastball, and he just fired it out there.
You know, Marshall, their starting quarterback, he had a few of those that were just 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, and the receivers weren't able to get their hands on it. And the backup, Braxton, has shown that he's got a rocket arm too. He's launched them out there, and his receiver didn't have a chance on that one.
So this should be the final play of the first half, and it's going to be a handoff to Pollard. Pollard going around the left side, and Pollard is going to go to pay dirt right there. Touchdown. Touchdown Greyhounds as the clock winds down here at the end of the first half, making it 40-0.
Greyhounds.
So Pollard goes in on the final play here of the first half. And now we're going to have an extra point.
He starts the clock, doesn't
And the extra point's good. It was a low line drive, but that's where we're at the half. 45-0. Greyhounds over the Red Devils. You're listening to Red Devil football on 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half of action. Red Devils trailing 45-0 to the Newport Greyhounds. And Scott, I mean, it's pretty special. You can get all the coaches up here at halftime and get them all in, let them talk about their season and stuff. And I know Coach McAnulty, we kind of joked about it and said, when March rolls around, he's going to be tired and ready for a break.
Yeah, he'll be ready for spring break when it comes for sure. Coaching both the boys and the girls this year.
But he said, I hope it's in March when I'm ready for that break. And that means that the Red Devils have extended basketball seasons.
Yeah, you want to play deep.
Well, Scott, guess who we got now? We got our America's favorite kicker teeing it up now.
Number 60, J.J. Cunningham, set to kick it off to start the second half.
And here's Cunningham's kick, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Cunningham.
So Greyhounds will get good field position to start this third quarter of play. I don't know who we'll see at quarterback, Marshall or Braxton. We may see another one.
We may do it.
I don't see either one of them yet.
I don't either. Newport will start at the 35 with that kick out of bounds.
So here we go. And it's going to be, this is number 11, Scott. It's going to be Demetric Denton. New quarterback, Demetric Denton. And now we're going to have a timeout. Greyhounds is nobody's set. They don't know where they're supposed to be.
I think they had 12 guys out there, and their coaching staff realized that before the officials did. And they're trying to get their personnel set. Newport going to play some reserves here in the second half. Comfortable with a 45-point lead, so they're going to get some work in for these guys who are maybe don't see as much playing time.
So Demetric Denton, okay, and he will keep a quarterback around the right side, and Denton is going to have a first down and be pulled down by Phillips, and that was Sims and both Phillips. That was the Phillips combo right there.
Phillips, and Sims. It's not a law firm. That is the three men who made the tackle for the Red Devil defense.
That's our call tonight right there, the law firm. Phillips, and Sims. Landon, Jackson, and Lucas. Hopefully one of them will grow on to be a lawyer.
You never know.
I know. Didn't. And it's going to be a handoff this time. That's Pollard. No, that's not Pollard right there. Yeah, it is. That's Jalen Pollard. And Jaden Martin makes the stop.
And we saw Pollard at the end of the first half.
Boy,
he busted a big touchdown run.
Let me go back here. 70 yards.
These guys, long before they got to go home, they'd like to get on the bus.
So second and one, I'm sorry, on the Red Devil 37. Denton is your quarterback, Demetric Denton. And hands off to Pollard. Pollard going around the right side. Pollard's got daylight. And Pollard is going to turn on the jets and hit the end zone right there. Touchdown Greyhounds.
Touchdown Greyhounds
From 37 yards.
Pollard.
So Pollard hits pay dirt for the second time here tonight. And 37-yard run.
He's a fast bowler, bro. You're right.
It is now 51-0 with the extra point. That's Rodriguez is in there to kick. And Rodriguez's kick, it gets over, and it is now 52-0. So with that, we'll take a break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3, the Eagle back at third. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. It is 52-0 now. Greyhounds over the Red Devils. 7.5 left here in the third, and Rodriguez will be teeing it up for the Greyhounds.
Duval along with Reinhardt go deep. Rodriguez has it teed up for
We've seen Rodriguez do a little bit of everything tonight. We've seen some deep kicks. We also saw an 8-yard kickoff from him, which
Still
is
can't figure out
unusual.
that it was intentional. And that's going to be Dawson Killer. Oh, my word.
Killer on the
Was that
return
not
for
a
the Red Devils.
horse collar?
Brought down
It was a
to
high
35.
tackle for sure, and Dawson Killer got just spun around.
Dawson may have a case of whiplash.
He very well may. That
Number
was a
11, Dimitri.
dangerous tackle
was the
there.
man who made the stop.
So, 1st and 10 now for the Red Devils on the 35. Scott, we know what we want to see. When second halves are like this, you want to see that drive.
Yeah, and the Red Devils have moved the ball on offense
They
tonight,
have.
just not been able to put any points on the board as of yet. The drives have stalled out.
And they moved it on Newport's #1 defense.
Right. Early on we were down by 2 touchdowns, and we were knocking on the door inside the 20 and talking about what a confidence boost that would be for the Red Devil offense.
Well, here goes Duval. Hayden busting out to the right side. Hayden's got a little bit, going to be close to the first down right there. Should have it
Yeah, I
where
think
they
they're
spotted
gonna-
it.
Down
I think
by
they're going to
number
give it to him.
52, Jacob Ozier.
They are going to move the chains. A good run by Hayden on first down.
1st and 10 Red Devils right there on the first carry. That's good blocking on the right side there by Carter Cheek and JJ.
Yeah, Hayden had some room to run there, and that's exactly what we need in the second half. If we're going to put points on the board, we're going to have to give Jaden some time to throw and run, and Hayden time to run as well.
Right. Martin takes the snap, and it is Hayden Duval again going over the left side. Going to get close to midfield.
21.
So 2 good hard runs right there by Hayden.
And another good job of blocking there by Carter Cheek. He pulled on that one and got the kick-out block to open up the hole for Hayden to run through.
So it will be 2nd and 5 for the Red Devils. Ball is right at midfield.
They caught him outside. He just kind of cooled off.
Here's wide open. Martin hits Phillips,
And we should have turned upfield.
and Phillips is going to have a first down.
Number 5, Landon Phillips.
Scott, right there. I've seen it here tonight. I know you probably have 2 here in the first half. In this
Noah
game,
Curtis, number 20,
most
makes the stop.
confidence I've seen
Big first
Jalen
down, Red
throw.
Devils.
Yeah, and he's had time. He's had time to throw it. The offensive line has done a good job of giving him a good pocket, clean pocket to throw from the most part. He's had to scramble a couple times, and that's when he's sailed the ball just a little bit. He didn't have the ability, the time to set his feet and step into his throw. But when he has had time, he's made some good throws.
And confidence is going to grow with him, and we can see it right now. And here's the quarterback keeper, Martin, and Martin's going to get close to the first down right there.
He'll be close to a first down.
I'm going to mark him just short. Looks like he picked up 9 on that one.
Dimitri Denton coming up to make the play.
Denton makes the stop now for the Greyhounds. Nope, they're going to give it to him.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Red Devils.
Thank you for the side judge generosity.
Yeah, he initially had him spotted a yard short, and I guess he maybe as the bodies got up off the pile, he saw that Jaden had picked up an extra yard or 2.
Martin, shotgun, has trips to the right, and it's going to be Hayden Duval. Hayden going over the right side. Hayden's going to be wrestled down after a couple of yards. And that is number 16, Jack Sampson. So Sampson makes the stop, and we're at the 3-minute mark here in the third. Red Devils trailing 52-0. Scott, next week we're on the road again. We're going to first time for me, going to Quitman.
can't say that I've ever been there either.
I think it's the first time. I'm pretty sure, as far as I can rack my head of Red Devil history, first time we've played them. Here's the handoff, and this is Phillips. Landon is going to. They're going to give him forward progress to. I say forward progress to back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 6.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 8.
And again, Shane, we assume here, this deep into Newport territory, 2 minutes left on a running clock in the 3rd quarter. This is 4-down territory also.
Yeah.
So you want to see a positive gain on this play to put yourself in a little better position on 4th down.
Martin has trips to the left. And Martin now is firing back to the right side. It's complete. Jackson Phillips with a good catch. Tight coverage. Martin put it in a good spot.
Where he was wrapped up by number 20, Noah Curtis.
This is the most, out of all of our games this year, Scott, this is the most confidence I've seen Jaden throwing.
Yeah, he's very decisive with the ball tonight, whether it's running or throwing. He's not hesitating. And like I said, when he has time to set his feet, he's making good throws. That was very tight coverage. And
Jackson did a good job shielding the defender.
Using his body to keep the defender behind him and just give Jaden a place to throw the ball.
4th and 2 here for the Red Devils. Jaden firing out. He's got a man in the fight. That's complete. And that's Landon Phillips right there. So, little back-to-back Phillips right there. And we've got a 1st and 10.
Yeah, good conversion there on 4th down and 2 to keep this drive going. And that sets the Red Devils up at the 15.
As we're under a minute here left in the 3rd, Red Devils trail 52-0, but Red Devils knocking on the door here as a 1st and 10 on the Greyhound 15-yard line.
Next Friday, the 14th of October, the road equipment take on the Bulldogs. Kickoff time set for 7 p.m.
And here's the handoff. And, boy, Hayden Duval just hit that hard. Hayden's inside, all the way down inside the 3. Hayden Duval looked like he come out of a cannon right there, went through that hole.
Right at the middle of the Newport defense. Again, the Red Devil offensive line did a great job moving the line of scrimmage and giving Hayden a hole to run through. That was J.J. Cunningham and Carter Cheek on the right side there.
And that's going to bring it into this 3rd quarter. And Red Devils trail 52-0, but knocking on the door for a score here on the 3. So we'll take a 30-second break and be back. You're listening to Red Devil football on the Eagle 99.3. We're back here at Lemley Field as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. And, Scott, I wanted to read this announcement I have. It's something that's the 9th annual PTO fun run that was concluded today. And it was a big success here at Atkins. Students raised over $10,000, ran over 550 miles for Atkins Elementary School. And they would like to extend a special thank you to all the amazing donors and highlight this year's sponsors. And it's Abracadoodle, Carlton State Farm, Atkins Animal Clinic, CC's Pizza, the Garage Arcade, Heirloom Legal, Joey Duval CPA, Natural State and Heat and Cooling, Ralston Family Farms, Russellville Aquatic Center, and Strikers Bowling Alley.
Good job by those students. That's a haul that they brought in there with that fundraiser run.
And right after this play, I'll give one more information on that. Here's Jaden Martin, takes the snap, handoff. Oh, my word, Hayden Duval got hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Hayden Duval on the carry for the Red Devils.
Wow, that was – I see Jack Sampson on that play along with –
number 60, Cruz Gomez.
Yep.
Brad is coming up to make the stop.
So Red Devils will now face 2nd and goal on the 6. The overall earner for the Atkins Elementary School in that fun run was Ryland Horn, $985.
Wow.
Red Devils facing second and goal on the 6. Martin. He's got Hayden Duval to the right. Shotgun formation. And it's going to be Martin running, and he just fires it up into the corner of the end zone. And Lucas Sims and who was guarding him looked like they got their feet tangled up, and Sims went down.
It'll bring up 3rd and goal.
So it'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, a little bit of hand fighting there at the goal line between Lucas Sims and the defender from Newport. And like you said, when they tried to break for the ball, they got their feet tangled, and Lucas ended up on the ground. Incompletion makes it 3rd down and goal from the 6.
So Duval's in the backfield with Martin, and there's the hard count, and we got the flag. Yes, side judge threw the flag, so it should get half the distance right here.
Dead ball offside against the Greyhounds. Be half the distance.
Back on the
goal
3.
line, but it'll still remain 3rd and goal for the Red Devils.
I think he was trying to mark off 5 yards, and
He was doing 1 step forward, 2 step back.
I mean, if he wanted to give us 5 yards from the 6, that'd be pretty good. But
We will not argue. We will take it. As we're under 10 minutes left here in the contest, it is 52-0 Newport over the Red Devils. Martin has an empty backfield this time. Takes a snap, and now we got another flag.
and that's offsides again on Newport.
Can we offsides ourselves all the way to the
Dead
end
ball
zone?
offside again on
Well,
the
I think at some
Greyhounds.
point you're half the distance is you're not even moving the ball when you get down that close. I mean, that puts it on about the 1.5. So if we could get him to jump again, half the distance here would be about the 3/4 yard line.
So Martin has Duval in the backfield, and he did. Nope. Martin looking, and he throws a little jump pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Red Devils. Duval takes it in. The little Tim Tebow, I guess I'll jump and throw. But whatever, Red Devils on the board.
Yeah, I think they were they were thinking maybe they got Newport to jump again, and the officials kept the flag in the pocket that time, and a little bit of confusion. And fortunately, Jaden was able to keep his wits about him and complete the pass to Hayden, who put it in for 6.
$52-6 now. 2-point conversion coming up. And Martin takes it, fires it, and it goes incomplete as Jackson was being covered up. But that's our score now, 52-6. Newport over the Red Devils. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3, the Eagle back in 30. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. About 6.5 left on the clock. Red Devils on the board. 2-point conversion is no good. 52-6 now, but Scott, we've seen that over the last 2 or 3 games, we always find that drive in the second half.
Yeah, good to see the Red Devil offense finish the drive there. You know, we've moved the ball well tonight at times, and just as we said before, not able to cash in and get the points. And that time, able to finish the drive, got the benefit of a couple of offsides penalties down there deep, moved the ball half the distance to the goal. But still credit to the Red Devil offense for sticking with it and finishing that drive and putting 6 points on the board.
So America's favorite kicker has it teed up, Mr. Cunningham. And it's a low one this time, and it's going to be taken, and he's going to take a knee right there. That was taken by, that's our 44.
Jaden Godare.
Yep. The one everybody's had trouble finding it.
Takes the knee on the Cunningham kick.
And I think he thought for a second about maybe trying to run with that. He thought, I'm going to be a kick returner here, and then saw the Red Devils bearing down on him and took a knee.
These onside kicks, everybody's saying, they're all wanting to do their bumper pool impressions.
Right, yeah. Yeah, take a short kick, catch people off guard, and run it 30, 40 yards back, and go there. Maybe had that in his mind for just a split second, and he thought better of it, and took a knee.
Well, once again with the huddle, I see them. They're all like, I don't know who's in, who's out.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out personnel, who needs to be on the field, who doesn't. They run one off after they break the huddle here.
It's Demetric Denton staying in at quarterback. And he's going to fake it. Quarterback keeper going around the left side, up the middle, and going to be brought down there. That's Mr. Logan Bozak.
Good tackle by Logan Bozak.
Logan Bozak coming up to make the stop on.
Logan Bozak giving up a few inches and several pounds to Denton, the quarterback there for Newport, and Logan just made a textbook tackle, just squared him up and hit him hard.
It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Greyhounds. Denton hands off, going around the left end, and
22.
that is
Karan
Spearman.
Oh, Spearman, yeah.
Yep. Karan Spearman on the carry. Austin McCurry on the stop.
Carter Cheek along with number 55. Isaac
Carter
Duval
Cheek also on the play.
stop.
Isaac Duval there too, but Austin McCurry was right there first, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff again. That's Spearman. Spearman's going to get the first down. Should have it on the Red Devil 36.
Connor Norman and Isaac Duval there to make the tackle. But Newport able to pick up another first down.
And the Red Devil DJ is now leading the press
Young
box. So
Red
Mark
Devil fans
Kaufman,
at the
thank him for all the work he does every Friday night for
right
us.
here Thursday night, the 13th, taking on the Quitman Bulldogs. Kickoff for the 7th grade game is 5:30, followed by the junior high at 7 o'clock.
Well, I heard a whistle, but I don't see it. There's no flag, is there?
No flag. I'm not sure what was going on there, but
Eli Baker's coming in real quick. Jaden Martin's getting off the field. Oh, this is another quarterback. Or somebody playing direct, taking direct snap, and that's Malik Robinson. Malik's going to get close to the first down. Probably about a yard short on the Red Devil 27.
You hear me, Rolly?
What's that?
That's what I'm telling you. Flag flags run out, and they never throw the flags down.
Oh, they did?
Your second, they ain't don't care.
Now we've got a side judge going to meet with.
See, they're talking about there. So talk to me a little while. Let that flag run.
they're giving a sideline warning to
against the
the
Red Devils.
Atkins sideline.
Really?
Coach Porter's been in that side judge's ear most of the night. I don't think he's too happy with him.
I don't think so either.
So we still have Malik Robinson is in quarterback now. This is their up the middle, He's going to have the first down as, once again, there's our man Logan Bozak with another tackle.
Number 19.
So Logan's
Malik
making the best
Robinson
of his
on
time
the
out here tonight.
carry for
A couple of good tackles
the
there
Greyhounds. He'll pick up the first
by
down.
Bozak since he's come in.
So Scott, we're at a minute and a half left here in the contest. Red Devils trailing 52-6. Red Devils will fall to 0-7 on the year, 0-3 in conference, and Newport will go to 5-2, 3-0 in conference. Good play by Sebastian Bartlett right there.
Sebastian Bartlett coming up
The
the
flag
main
came
stop.
in. That's going to be a hold. And it was Sebastian Bartlett who was being held.
On the play.
And it didn't matter. He was still able to make the tackle. Good job by him just being able to stick and have that outside contain and reach out and grab the ball carrier when he came to him.
That was B.J. Elston on the carry there.
Holding.
Be holding
Against
on the
the
Greyhounds. So, real quick, Scott, we saw this, here tonight, and it wasn't a complete, we saw a lot of good effort in that first half.
We did. The score is very, very lopsided, 52-6. But, you hear it sometimes that the score doesn't indicate how close the game was. I don't want to say that the Red Devils were close in this one. But it really is not as far apart as the scoreboard indicates.
Right.
The Red Devils moved the ball on offense, just were not able to cash in and put points on the board until that drive in the second half, able to finish that one and score a touchdown before the end. And we've seen that throughout the season, that get down early and get down big at half and come out in the second half and put points on the board. So these Red Devils are still playing hard, played really well tonight at times, just gave up big plays on defense, and that's been the story of this game.
We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with our Thrive Mortgage Player of the Game and wrap this one up. You're listening to Red Devil Football on 99.3 The Eagle, back in 30 seconds. Here tonight, it was all Newport as they defeated the Red Devils 52-6, and they will stay atop the conference, and they still have a battle coming up with Melbourne. Red Devils will drop to 0-7 and go to Quitman next week. First time the Red Devils will play in Quitman, and so Red Devils will be on the road the next 2 weeks. Quitman, and then we go to Yellville. So we're going to be on the road the next 2 weeks, and then we get an off week. So hitting the frequent flyer miles and all the travels again. We've had an easy break so far. Junior high they concluded their travels last night, so they get to finish out at home. Red Devils Senior High will be hitting the road. But anyway, here we are, 52-6. All Newport here tonight, but great effort by the Red Devils. I know as me and you sit up here, you can hold your head up. You can be proud. You did go out here. You played hard. You moved the ball on a good Newport team. And I'm very, very excited about this bunch.
Yeah, we've talked about it all year long. Just the fact that we're down in numbers in terms of the roster. Nothing you can do about that. We've had some injuries. Nothing you can do about that. But the guys who are healthy and who are available to play stepped up tonight and did a lot of really good things. There's a lot to be proud of with this performance. Again, the score doesn't indicate how well the Red Devils played on offense. Moved the ball really, really well. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast. Jaden Martin made some really good decisions tonight. He was decisive when he stepped in to throw. Made some good completions, moved the chains. The drives just stalled out when we got down in deep in Newport territory. Most of the time we're able to score that one touchdown at the end, but the Red Devil offense did a good job moving the ball. Defense just gave up some big plays, and when you've got athletes like Newport has, Isaiah Kendall, Kylan Kright, C.J. Young, and then you bring in the second wave. Pollard had a long run, a couple of long runs, and so there's just so much damage that can be done by that Newport offense, and they did it tonight, and that was really the story of the game. That's why the score was 52-6.
All right, Red Devil fans, our Thrive Mortgage player of the game tonight, we're going with Hayden Duval as he caught the touchdown pass from Jaden Martin and had several good hard runs here tonight as he was able to hit some holes, make some yardage here tonight against a good Newport defense. And so we're going with Hayden Duval as our Thrive Mortgage player of the game.
Hayden did a really good job tonight. He had some explosive runs where he hit the hole hard and had some long gains, but he also had times where he was just methodical, patient with his runs, waited for the holes to open up. And I want to give a shout out to the Red Devil offensive line. They did a good job of creating some space for him to run tonight, and Hayden capitalized on that. He made the most of it, and he's very worthy of our Thrive Mortgage player of the game tonight.
All right, Red Devil fans, that's going to wrap this one up here tonight at Lemley Field, Sorrels Stadium. Final score, Newport 52, your Atkins Red Devils 6. Once again, next week we will be in Quitman, kickoff at 7 o'clock. You can hear us on 99.3 The Eagle. Also, watch us on the ARD Sports Network. I'm Shane Martin, the man that calls all your Red Devil action. My broadcast partner is Mr. Scott Warren.